This is something that should give every businessman some kind of confidence. Say, almost so many a year senior, you check it a year economy, senior, Sikasema will be a see a tier, Madi, any Ibiase, senior, local currency, any foreign currency, any awarding a at a particular point, and I say during a period, and I say fixed solution for say, you run a fee 2026 one. A year Ghana economy, no, Ghana city, no, a bit weaking, a bit just 8%. Okay, this is excellent. And then another Danko Kufuado, in a day, dollar no it to be weaking over 15%. So if the whole year 2026, the dollar is going to basically the city is going to weaken for by 8%, then every business person who wants to come and invest in Ghana, this is the time to come to Ghana. Because Sanka, sorry, Sanka in Korea, what we are seeing now, currency, local currency, no, a weaken 8% or even 10%. Anka, a we are seeing in Korea, what we are seeing in Anko Kovian and also. This shows to say, this government, I bet to know, man, I'm a brother will say, moving forward, the years ahead of us, no, is going to be a better year. Just say, 2026, no, so when we see Ghana, if you invest in Ghana, you're not going to make any loss. This should tell you there's confidence in the system. Under MPP, a few years ago, every single day, that dollar need to be depreciating almost 8% every single day. Now, CD need to be weakening almost 8% in a day. Then you need to come out. And about Omiane Kufuado. And about Zege, now CD need to be weakening about 3, 4, 5% in a day. In a day. We are talking about 2026 in Nano. Yes, CD need to be weakening only 8%. And this should tell Obia also Obia say the NDC they are on the right path. NDC for Abase Omo Beji Ghana, and it is showing clearly say no ma Omo de to akwemu no. Senya Omo shisha nyoma no. Afia yebesim and the next 3 years no, things will be better. If you're a Ghanaian, if you're a businessman, this should give you so much confidence to at least believe in the Ghanaian economy. Excuse me. Believe in the Ghanaian economy and make sure say also invest here. Go into Ghana, invest fully, because if a local a country's currency is going to depreciate 8% a whole year, then it means that that country, no, our economy, no, the year to come is going to be one of the best economies in Africa. Because under Baumiano, under Kufuado, under Aboziki Muninano, Sanko Fueno, now in a day, see the need to be weakening over 12%. Yet to me call that anopa, how much 12, yen end antem. You never tell how much 6, Yakodana dollar no, oh, 9. You never tell 11.20 under MPP. Under MPP, under Baumia, we are, and then 120 Ghana say, Yam for 2 minutes, Amano. Under Kodo Punk, and I say, Matissa Kodo Punk, I said the bread. I'm saying, Nasanya say, when you never condom to the side, Nansa when you know about economy, finances, no, not any polo, I make you under MPP, and I'm not away. Into can we are near Kotom about Umiana. I don't think a good punk make a say, into town better power 8 years, no. Now, sign answer when you know any condom, any polo, I make you you could not do all these things because you were working with Kodo Oforiata everywhere he went. You were Oforiata's side chick. So you want to tell me, say, for 8 years and more power, no, you could not implement all the things mixed up with condom and polo in your head. Right now, na unyansa paaba. Right now, na unyansa paaba say. Right now in Ghana, no. Which one is this? Oh, okay. So, I feel like Kojo Punk man MP before me and saying about yedim economy, yedim finances. Na time na mo take power no. Inti because I know many na TV so you are near kwatoma ba obi ana. That is a question we keep asking people. You don't want to give us answer. So NDC at the dollar no quote here. Still yantuma ba obi ana. That is the question we are asking you. Now look at this. Now this is where the dollar is as we speak. CD now trading at 11.48 to a dollar. Now NDC abai catch say. John Mahama Shagana for say oh yeah, your president here. The dollar will never cross a year even 12. Or make it sure. And a Nyansani policy so. ewiase na yɛte ha no ekrobia currency ɛyɛ nipa bi ɛna ɛden ɛde policies to kwan mu ma sika ne gyina bebi gyina over America. The reason to because American dollar is strong, it is because there are people who watch the movement of the dollar. They have to have plans. They need to make sure they have strategies to make sure their dollar is always strong. Anything as sometimes about say, oh, Wall Street, they are too. I want to say they started very low. They are now ending very high. If you want to they started very high, they are ending very low. It is because there are some people. What you want to say? Monitor the currency and make sure the currency is stable. It does not become weak. And that is the job NDC is doing. And then the demand MPP are going to manage. We were telling you people say, monitor the currency. Me a committee, me economist. Me ma me otiji mo economist. Ghana for me bro ko to about omunya economist. Omunya financial expert. Mo na mo se mo betu ma hwe sika no so tie sika na ma mo say. Ma mo do ba omia, wo na wo squad. Mo na mo nim sika ho nyansa. It is a sika no e kosoro mo pe kwan bi so na sika no enkosoro na ensen kofo dwuma. That is all. The same job the other NDC for. They did the same job ama NDC for. Na as yeti ha no dollar need to be do 13 and do 14 and do 15. From the time I'm picking dollar no from 17. The dollar could do 9 and the dollar was between 11 and 12. Okay, cham say mean to abamount. I didn't think to mount into end to mount. Enti ejumana went to manyano. Say ejumana edemo obi no. So you people should shut up. Say Ghana ya dinya ya team emu adia yenim emu nya dia yenim. It is not you the MPP to come and tell us a Ghana boy thing. Dabi we MPP need to radio so catch obi say Ghana boy dia. Ono na ti Ghana boy dia obehu. Because a year ago no you send your toss cement. 6 years ago no you send your otia nyomaka. Or you send na auto petrol a year ago. It anya wona also catch Ghana ni say you boy thing. It be this MPP for TV so ka say things are hard, things are expensive. Me say but Ghana for nka wo MPP mo nya Ghana for mo yankoko. Mo MPP for mo ni mo nyansa. Enti nka mo ye de o TV so ni nyina wi a yanya den. Ka mo ye de wi ani aka goto ba omi ana. Enti nka mo ba parliament na mo beto nyom na mo bossa mambo na mo jimi mo na mo fifeti mo wi a na asesan ya adwene se yentuma wan ba omi ana. Enti mo gotena radio so na mo ye de anhwe dollar na kodu 11.8 11.4 sesi ano nyome mo adin okọ marketer yenta de enti enu enti yentuma ba omi ana. Jena isi mo pesa mo kire ejuma ya de ama nkofu enu abi na de ma mo ejuma ya de ama NDC fu yi it's the same job de ma mo for 8 years NDC for year 1 year ni ya de ma mo 8 years inti ade na wo na wo be kire ese ejuma na mo nyene obuntumi nye efise de ma mo wentuma anye inti ne kwakra ne saying sabuti TV so any radios na mo tietie ma na mo tietie mu to the end game ne saying Ensisan ya adwene ne yentuma hwan ba omia yentuma MPP na mo be den iti na yenya den yen sometimes ana mtiba na mtimase iti dia na mo ye parliament no ene dia na mo TV so ye na mo kasa the economy has done this na miracle only say do you know miracle Abuaje ba omia thinks Abuaje is also a relegated na mo huye am the girl be a friend Ekuya amwako girl bro sheshe wig biru. Who knows someone relegated a miracle Abuaje? They have relegated him. Inside Baumia's camp, no, they know miracle Abuaje. Obu Busan say, Sikana or G during elections on the year, they would mama answer. It is West Stadia. Right now, no, say Baumia, the campaign team no air responding to anything. Ekuya dia the event, Ekuya amwako say they honor. I'm relegated Dennis because also one, Dennis is not a good communicator. And two, Dennis is using Baumia as a cash cow. They told him to come and audit Sika or GD election 2024. When to be later on, goes on a coast dying. It's about me right now. No, what he has done and say, I'm relegated Dennis Miracle Abuaje. And so was only the lead about campaign message. On your no idea about campaign communication about Miracle Nabi. Because the Baumia has seen say, the more he speaks for him, the more he leads his communication. Every single day, now the campaign will break it down. And it's a West Stadia. Miracle Abuaje, as we speak, he's not in charge of Baumia's campaign communication. No. Omudi Obana na Abeshaho. Because Sika Oria, Oma will say every day this guy goes on TV, he goes on radio, it's all about himself, he's not making any point. he wants to show so oh yes Sami Jemfi, but he's not Sami Jemfi. Sami Jemfi could send him good and say. And by Omiamone Kasa said, you don't have to banter Sami Jemfi. You need to sell our message, but he does not get it. It's right now, no. So what's the deal? Miracle. Only the Baumia campaign new game. Communication. He's not the one leading. I didn't end there. So because Baumia campaign person officially, I'm responding to anything now. I'm first I get the money here. Because they have realized say, girl didn't even such a day. Then it's a waji. It's go back. The last time I see here, Samira catch him say he's too arrogant. Brandon was it. I want to move here. And I catch Samira say, oh, catch him something arrogant. Now, okay, I can't. Quebec was some waha. I want a bugger can send the uncle bench. Now, no could see about Samira. Samira catch him say he's too arrogant. If you need power, stop being arrogant. Be factual. And then the buffon will catch about me. I say, now, oh, I ain't free. And look at Coco beside no. One can about Samira or catch will be a party. So, no, Samira, no, didn't tell me. He no free. And one year for Miracle. It's also and then Miracle is not in charge of Baumia's communication. Yes. This is the kind of political party I'm with you. Now, yeah, you jump fast. What are there? Kojo Pankroma is spreading this fake Jandam, which is fine. Joy FM, Joy News, Multimedia, the fake news in Ghana, no credibility. And the NPP, Yomu Yan say, hey, Yasem Yaba. You see NDC for spending 71.6 billion. Omo dia beka ye ka na da ho. 71.6 billion. Ojo pon kroma, wa hwe po no ama edidi ni trim. Right now you see my problem with the NPP they say omo jimiti anything you throw at them they think it's red meat. You can throw shit at them, they think it's red meat. You can throw mud at them, they think it's red meat. They are not intelligent to ask themselves simple questions before they even go out to do Jandam. Now, we don't talk about manufactured numbers, what system. And as you know, multimedia, right now, they are trying everything possible to be relevant. They are no more relevant. In fact, to be honest with you, media general, multimedia, it is too wide. And Ghana media extra state, media general than multimedia. Why? Because multimedia continuously stressing. They are not doing journalism to save a nation. They are doing journalism to save themselves, to make money, to steal from politicians, and to pretend as if they are not part of the crime. Now, all that they are doing is when the MPP throws out Jandam, post a multimedia, almost hey, this is what you have seen. Kojo Pomkroma said, you see NDC for the 71.6 billion about the Ghana account. Then, no, it does not work like that. It does not work like that. NDC for 71.6 billion. Now, in fact, Mom say it is true. The question here is, so NDC the 71.6 billion cities Abeka Ghana Kaida one. The question is, a sign NDC betoye. Because the way they want this conversation to be literal or basic, we're also going to make it basic for them. Say, Musi MPP for say, how many joy news for say? NDC are buying the 71.6 billion Abeka Ghana account one. The first question you need to ask that NPP did say, now move free power na eka saying a daho. Say you won't a car na a dawa. You don't 1 year we a car NDC dia kaya account. But you know the funny thing, they are not talking about a car MPP Jaya because you won't a car MPP Jaya. How can you end up saying say a NDC 71.6 billion Akagana account? You need to know a car daho. You first need to know a car daho. It's a car daho na is saying. Bawomia, Kennedy Japan, Randy Champon, Ekufuado, Oforiata, Gabi Ochidako, Kojo Ponkruma MPP, no Muja Ekasen at 2 ho, Ekasen NDC Batuya, and Ekasen NDC Yakao. So I'll say NDC the 71.6 billion cities account. Now the question is, now Ekasen at Daho, a Jandam. Now, young fun say, you're not going to argue with them. Now, NDC the 70.6 billion, 71.6 billion account. Young, that's a true. What the anchor say it's true. Now let's do this. The finance minister, just in June, about 7 months ago, about Parliament, okay, say Ghana's public debt reduced by 113.7 billion in 6 months. Now, from 726.7 billion, meaning a car NDC are buying ever 2 years. NPP Jatu on 726.7 billion. We a facts. Finance Minister about Parliament and will be reading. Obama TSC say a car NDC betu ya ekufu the NPP Jatu on 726.7 billion. Omo bedru ya no 6 months to pepe. Omo to me etuya 113.7 billion. Now, so we use 113.7 billion, every 726 billion more, you will be left with 613 billion. In the as of June 2024. Now, a car and this better year, a yes 726 billion. Now, amate so amana bedu 613 billion, meaning they have been able to fight 113.7 billion off. It would be a rough math. So NDC, epic abano, epic government, or not governance, no. Now a car MPP just weigh 726.7 billion. And now a bedroom a year June. Now NDC bet you 113.7 billion. And now Akadia, Aka 613 billion. Now just add 70 billion to 613. Just add 70 billion now more can to 630. Who added me no a saying? Now, this is 3. This is 8. 683. Say, young father said, you can cry no credit. Say, NDC at the 70 billion Kabe Kanye Kamwa. Still, it's still a new 726 billion now with that one. We are lingering around 683 billion, meaning the NDC has still brought down the debt. The yet economics not easy amount. Time Komuka say NDC at the 71.6 billion account. Nanka expect to say Anka care down or say Anka brood the net dash. What the young for a base. Say Oba Naka down say 726. It is what about Bessia 70 billion account one and say bro 726. But because NDC bank power, they were able to pay 113.7 billion out of the 726 billion. And the Becca 613. Into the Yanka said the MP before Canada create. Never 70 billion we Ankoka 613 and I can one. Still, it is below the 726 billion. Meaning the NDC is still making profit. Yamboka, as far as Yamboka, problem no day. As far as say, a cannot move back to Omofa, a being hono. It is okay for every Ghanaian. As far as say, NDC for, as we see today, NDC for beto a car of 726.7 billion. As we speak today, a car at the is 683 billion. It's why not NDC for anything. The NDC, in a year, they have managed this economy exceptionally. The NDC, they have managed the economy exceptionally. In fact, let me pull this here. Send a bear. To go and make your case. You can defend your case very well. Inti, when you compare this statement, Omanga Sambra Bontemaka is okay, Jimmy. But there's 70 billion, their mama, true. There is 70 billion, a car, because NDC for move were carried from 726.7 billion, about 613 billion. So you can say, what your Jandam, no Kpandai, you the 70 billion, still, it is below a car with that two. It is, thank you very much, Mr. S. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you for bringing this in. You want me to? Okay, I'll do this. Thank you. It is, so I'm paying for example, because and I NDC for over the 70 billion. I am going to say, Nana Eka da Hoya saying, NDC beto Eka saying. NDC by Neka saying at Daho. Figures, they don't lie. It will be said before. Sanka, who, and I come about power and I come to be a say, because you're to the NDC, you have done exceptionally well. Obian to that Ghana phobium. Obian Ghana bet that Ghana phobium. The NPP, they don't have any message for Ghanaians. It is so big time because NDC are coming up 70 billion that can one. Also, no problem. But at the end of the day, a case number 2 year. At this point, NDC betoka Emma Watika so upon the Amokas Wakobo Bissing in Abacano, still Watika so. Anywhere in the world, the NDC will be given another nod to keep on ruling. Into a chair where Jimmy, and you say, oh, wait, it's in conversation to my MPP and I to my Baumia. Now, Baumia bad day. Yantuma Baumia no bad day. Question will be someone won't be my answer. The facts are there. So almost start church now. Say, bro, for the moment you, bro, for the day, because of the motion. Yes, I am. I'm going to join news no more cover for. They don't have anything. Bro, for can almost recite it. Common sense, they don't have it. I'm going to now come for the area. I was okay, honorable. Yeah, that's it. Now, honorable, wait them say, oh, time and I'm free power. And I care that what you're saying. Ochina, I'm going to radio swap. One guy say, oh, honorable, where educate your pie and that's the pie. Never see Busa Samu. Where the yes, no. Time and MPP, ye free power. I can't send a net down. I can't down. I was okay. Now, NDC for some mobile, I'll bet you a year 113 billion. Inti, a master by 630. You see, I know. Question in the say, 70 billion, we would have cut your mocha a kind of crampa. NDC, I'm a chair now. Who so much now? Some was your phone dancer. I'm a gun question. Some moment your move. How many BBB? There's no message again. You have no message. The NPP, no many message. Yeah, they managed almost 80. A Jimmy 4 and they also bring answer. They could not manage this country. A Juma at the moment, and I've been at the NDC for and the NDC for you. I didn't enjoy Yentam Jumanis and Famamu. A Juma at the NPP for went to Mayano. Say Juma at the NDC is John Mahama Yawuni. It's identity Yentam Ghana Mamu. Because the same job at the Mamu, the same job description at the Mamu. Argentina went to Maya. Now, you see, some American assembly, I'm sure. I could enter MPP with you. You see the story. Thank you very much, team, for bringing this in. I mean, Kelly, I do it quick. You see, CD to weaken by 8% against US dollar. Also, my story was this year. It seems I'm a under MPP. This is what was happening under MPP. CD declines by nearly 29% year to date, dollar selling at 17.25. The date is November 2024. At a point, under NPP, the CD declined a weekly year 29% under NPP. Under Kojo Ponkoma, under Baomia, under MPP, the dollar, the CD weakened by 20, almost 30%. I would say and under NDC. Next year, the city will weaken only 8%. I'm a fan 20. I'm going to side by side. MPP don't listen to them. Oh, what Jimmy? This is what is happening. You see, next year, 2026, the city will weaken only 8%. And the MPP, the city at a point weaken 29 to 30%. Don't listen to the MPP. Oh my Jimmy, they cannot govern, they cannot manage. I'm not done. You see this? The same under the same MPP. City depreciates 19.5 against dollar as of July 2024. In July, the city weakened 19.5%, and in November, it weakened almost 30% under MPP. Under these same foolish people telling us to say, Yentam Ghana more. Let's see. Under MPP way, in July 2024, the city, it weakened 19.5%, almost 20%. And Baumia, in July 2024, answer the that city, a weakened almost 20%. November, a month to elections, that city, a weakened almost 30%. These people are telling you today, say, Yantam Ghana Famo, no more. Now, I keep telling you, say, MPP for Jimmy. I keep telling you, say, we are not supposed to waste our time on the NPP. Whoever leads the NPP, these are not people. I was saying, almost any chance, close to any power. Some people power and I can shit. These are people we are not supposed to allow them to come close to power. Because see what they did. In just 1 year, in a calendar year, this is just 1 year. July 19.5, the city weakened 19.5%. November 29%. Within a year. Now, catches our businessman say, in 4 years' time, on Samba Twaba on Sabra power. On Samba Twaba Baumia, on Beto Abama Samari, on Beto Abama, yes, Uncle Sabu, no more Sambra. No more Sambra way, because we're the same people who are in charge. Now, we have a government. Abrofukwa analyze the economy and say, next year, the whole of the year, the city will depreciate or weaken only 8%. You are not happy as a businessman. And you know the funny thing? These are the things they don't want to talk about. They don't want us to tell you. It's the piano. Hey, Kevin Taylor, me catch you. Me the document me chile nkofo. Me check you match you. MPP no mo nim answer. We should not make a mistake of even listening to these idiots. We should not. And yes, see, from 2026, the whole year, we can only 8%. Hallelujah, exceptional. Yeah, under MPP, under Baumia, under Samere, under Oseche, under Nkwasia, for Baumia now. Under all the MPs who are saying we are for Baumia, under these foolish people, this is what happened. Under these fools in parliament, checking off every day, this is what happened. Under these fools, they be checking off every day in parliament, MPP minority, under them, under their leadership. This is what happened to the city. And you tell me, I should come and sit here and lie to Ghanaians and say, MPP bra power, Bawomiambra power. No, man, dang. It's my name, Mutam say, when people from TV so Casa Bebrinia, Yanya dang. Yeah, what can I say? Yanya, they talk about Bawomian, I said, the crack is saying. Huh? It's in the crack is saying, the crack is saying, it's weird that you know you're better TV, so you're really at Toma Moana. I'll come back to this Jandam, I'll kill it. Now, yeah. Braklabuaji. What did this Amira tell me? You put on some audit about 2024. Sikana or G, almost $60 million. So, or the communication is more about me or D, and then he is fighting with Opariansa. But we can paint him, no. Braklabuaji, no Opariansa, and you are drawn. Braklabuaji, only position you on the people. But we also with Jimmy on fashion backup party, no. But we answer Braklabuaji, say, what are normal communicator? Also, you're scheduled to say, you are scheduling Quarano, I take top for them. You are scheduling the only position you about make campaign move you. I'm a pamono. On a parent circle, who no parents are get a quada. One can be there. Also, about party or a campaign officer be dinner. What could your parents are get or campaign? And one can be there. Also, be do, also be dinner. And our parents are reporting him about me. That is the end of him. 80. At this point, the LPP, the Baumia campaign, like I say, now, the dumbness in this dumb's head. As I'm saying, that is Lumba Sunday, and you so a tenny. Hey, that is how a tenny. And I should say a honey yanka. And I should say a home. It took that Lumba Ocean Mumma. Also, they also take about. I feel a mission. And I never be a year. Oh, what cheer. That Lumba, so I tell you, because all said, who's telling the Mumma to be a down? Oh, Mahama, so a penny. Oh, Mahama, Mumma, so Mahama, Mumma, down. Now, shut up. So that Lumba a penny. And I said, Shamu, and Obianca, and a Mama hire who called 2 for Tatana, and an neighbor ye, I was asked so 10 years, woman for a good system, good chrome goes in. Lumba into Mr. Dina, and I'm saying, Lumba, oh, share the mama so Asantini Pa Mama so this. And I'll just be at Lumba Jijina. I even don't know I'm mixing Mukakano. Sibio Jijina Santini Pa and Jisa. Into Otanina won't say now, Ocean hair. That Lumba Satani. 18 years, my monitor Diana. Lumba Tenny. I make a catcher conforce Apple. And I to trade a book, and I to trade a book. It's a good mention, I guess. Oh, that's how we crumple the whole way. A honor, it was a penny by one can be. I won't way. Yeah. Go agreement and move. I'm needing my temple. Say, you need to me. What your money, my dear friend? You joke crumple. Did you get a move? I won't wait ye. Anything like I say, you tell them. When you tell them, I'm free parking, so I won't wait ye. You ain't tough for, you know. Whatever that was until you say, I won't tough for. My bumpire, my brother, Santa for any Santa for better. What am I going to say with the concern was until you? Hey, some of them for or your phone time. Of course, that's when I'm sorry, minimum thing. Who can say? Oh, Kevin. I'm saying, yeah, Casasa. Anyone tough way. I'm a bumpire now, won't have for better than Santa for to say any. Any Santa for, any Santa for Dania Broco. I would tell them when you're going to go ahead. I want to catch Madame for saying, you need to be a person. All right, women do. And Dennis Miracle Abuaji, I could do operate as a girlfriend. Or say, won't you argument? Miracles, or say, it beats every form of economics to have inflation at 6.3%, yet prices are escalating at an astronomical rate. Also, on Chelsea, say, inflation above form, and so you might walk on a cost. With Jimmy, you kind of word inflation. So, what is your kind of inflation? The rates or the pace at which prices go up or go down. But the basic come out. Your difference between the price of goods and services, and I say dollar rates, your dollar rates, right? Your Obetimaka say dollar rate na 20, dollar rate na 5. See the number same. But when it comes to inflation, it's how you measure. It is how you measure normal board. Send the air cost so never form. So you can say inflation they do 6.3. Want to make us say because you can say inflation they do 6.3 and back from I will send your money from. No, it doesn't work like that. Inflation could get to 5%. The rate at which things the prices will reduce, and then the best money inflation. It takes and say inflation will do 5%. And just cement now a ton of 100 and not 80 Ghana, not 60 Ghana. No, I'll say a ton of 4 Ghana. It does not work like that. And that is what the NPP are missing. You see, they need to explain it. Say, I'll say which almost say, I can say inflation. Inflation is say, no ma ebo aba form. I can say no ma bo aba form. And just so do juma. At the end of ton 100 2 seasons. Who do a better than 30%? It doesn't work like that. So now at the end of last week, you ton 300 Ghana. This week about corona about 292 Ghana. For next week about corona about 290 Ghana. The following week about corona about 280 Ghana. Every 1 month now Tiaba do 120 Ghana. And then the inflation, the rate at which how you measure the reduction or increase in prices of goods and services. And then the inflation. It does not mean that they can say inflation to 6.3. Kumasa marketer, also I gave you Obiano, above from ebe do 10. It does not work like that. Boy, when I get some on inflation as Miracle Abwajin and Casano, inflation and Casano on Tiasia. Because you see, Ebia and there, Ebia will study BB. I mean, check because all say MPP will do the Roman school. And there, Ebia will go find your man. Now, Okofa Nyoma, now inflation was 23. Sika Okofa Nyoma, now bank rate, not Okofa Nyoma. Ama a cabia abedao, and there, a dollar no, a will be at 12. Say Okofa Nyoma for Abeka, a yet no man a war than that. Say Nipani, a patriotic citizen. Or a day, or to me, as separating old stock from the new stock. Now, what the person does, and they say, opposite or making up a car or boy, yeah. New stock now, they are banner, say your price in what form. You say, on percent, the sick and Ebeka Kimacha. Old stock, no, and then I'm where the DFN is sales, not or body don't come. Now, our body don't come to the point whereby, or bet my tongue, your man, say 1,000 Ghana, now, can so be not only 800 Ghana cry. It meets a can so, not or the best baby. In Tiafa say 200 Ghana the bed instead say 1,000 Ghana. Inti say about inflation. What happens in the say? You don't get all traders buying their produce at the same time. You don't get all importers importing their goods at the same time. So Obi are important in your 3 months ago. Obi are important in your a month ago. And when it comes to inflation, it takes time. It is gradual. You don't have to enter market and say, and the inflation they do 3 more motor a year. Sheet to hang and also be attorney the 360. It doesn't work like that. Now, as time goes on, they start to adjust to the pricing and the rate at which your money born air form. In the air form, also, they start to study the market and be like, okay, they said, yeah, your money born air form kakran kakra, nipa tonoma do do. Into the man said, metiso kakra, or tiso kakra, the atinic kakra, and yes, or the tinicanina. And it's about inflation now. And that's what big teams look at you say, I bet 6.3. I'm watching you. Inflation ever form. You need to understand, say, and then the word inflation, and said there, not last week, as Yaneka said, Bank of Ghana, Pompisika. It does not work like that. And you expect somebody like Miracle Abwadi to understand these kind of things. Say, okay, inflation about 6.3. Now, we are expecting goods and services to go down over a period of time. That is what you say as an intelligent communicator. Because you need to understand, say, you guys say inflation about from 6.3 now. In the next month or 2 or 3, no, you don't expect everything to drop. It takes time for prices of goods and services to drop. You have to also understand, say, the prices where they are buying the stuff from also, and then the dollar rate, you know, comes together. When your dollar rate is stable, it has been kept in a position whereby people can trust how your dollar moves and your city moves are. Then amount of no more mekra. There are so many things that goes into inflation, measuring inflation. There are so many things that goes into how prices are at the end of the day amount for equitable prices in the market. Even though there are general essence to say inflation, but for me, I was so rational, you know, Obia started to say, oh, you know, so kakra. And they say I tip petrol so. And they say a banker say, oh, you tip petrol so. So a banker say I tip petrol so. And then she says also be a so. But you as the trader, you get to know say, so now I was spending 10,000 Ghana and I go for number 50 chiman ever. And it's all spending 7,000. Also, unya sa I didn't say and they also be team your man also kakra. So you better to matter winter. Number to my coffee because and then I'm not spending as much as I was spending before. And see, this is got to do with how the people react to it. It is not a TV so now catch him say inflation was 6.3 and that normal boy dia. Obi onim nyanse bia said you na adwiri kwetri obo so wagimi. Obo say you don't even know what you're talking about. And Obi say onya obi a we are smarter. I was at the end of the day obi den. Team under MPP. I mean Sanfa I facts no ento also. Let me add the facts to it na me to also say be ya. Say me di o matama na Ghana fon ka say ka bi tell mu ade ade na OD MPP antem dabi every day no. You can't say me di o matama na me the evidence na tare to. Now under MPP inflation na e wo hefa. Today they are so vocal. They are not even shy. Moka say inflation about 6.3. Now me expecting post MPP ni betuma tena TV so aka say inflation about form. Now me expecting say betuma nya sa confidence no. Some we are benfuo, some we are toilet mumu. Now look at this. Under MPP, Yanka MPP and the MPP inflation. I'm in trouble. I got this. Now, I'm in for way to screen this in a kind. Let's break this down easy. Under MPP, if the inflation rate is 53% and the original price of cement is 100 Ghana cedis, then the new price is calculated as meeting the percent. Yes, some simple breakdown. Send a buyer what we share you can inflation as sama. Over tears na uma obi to say every phone question for we end that out. Now, let's do a little bit of a school. Team, I have now. So inflation 53%, right? Now say, young fan say, I should have made my money live. Said about which we follow. Say inflation 53%. Young fan say 53% under MPP. Now say cement 100 Ghana. This is how you calculate it. Now the price of the cement will rise to 153 Ghana cedis. After what you say, see, I can say inflation 50. You can say inflation 53. It could do MPP time, no, not inflation 53 now. Now what happens? And they say, see, I can say inflation of 53. Now say a ton idea 100 Ghana. You can say cement. What is going to happen? And they say inflation of 53%. At a point, you better on cement 153 Ghana cedis. And under MPP, we saw inflation hitting 53, 54%. Now the question here is, say, a baby to so. Now say, inflation, I could do 54%. Nyoma bo na we expect to say nyoma bo ebedru. Now we expect to say nyoma bo ebedru. Me ma want nyoma bi say anything and the inflation I was 6.3. It does not now, Kadia. Now, to make it more easier, to calculate the new price of cement after a 6.3 inflation. Now, inflation, it will be increasing and it will be decreasing. Now, right now, inflation is at 6.3. It is a opposite way calculation in there. Generally, that's what is going to happen. Say, auto cement, that's the original price, 100 Ghana. Inflation will be 6.3. The new price of the cement will now drop to 106 Ghana. Obia Kobeka said ever drop it to 6 cedis. No. The original price will now come at 100. It will now become 106. But you see, when it was 53, now inflation, it could do 53, no? I'm not so I'm confused. Time now inflation was 53 and the MPP. I mean, it's simple one. And the MPP, now inflation is 53%. Cement na I was say 100 Ghana no. So cement the boy 153 Ghana because the inflation was going up. The inflation was going up. Iti eba sana ade bi anka also auto the boy abofo no. Ebe den ebe cost now. You see say 100 cedis the top bag of cement no. It will jump to 153 Ghana cedis. Now under NDC no. So inflation we also etiba 6.3%. Cement na I was say what on 100 cedis and the cement no over ton 100 and the over to cement no 106 cedis 30 pesos. Edi almost inflation as no what they do they say or ton 6.3%. Or say oh say cement no 100 Ghana I was say ton cement no 6 cedis 30 pesos. It does not work like that. That is not how you calculate inflation. And that is how the NPP, all journalists in the radio phone, any communicators, that is how they calculate they calculate inflation on TV. If you have a TV, so although inflation about form, now then a normal bomb form, it does not work like that. When you're doing the calculations, say, oh, picking as percentage wise, say, I 6.3, I will say, I get out on 100 Ghana, no. In percentage wise, I will say 6.3, remember 60.3 Ghana. It does not work like that. And then cement and motor 153 Ghana and the MPP, now inflation was 54% and 53%. The same cement, and the NDC inflation will be 6.3. You will have to buy it 106 Ghana. Now, how much they free so? And the MPP, no, now cement, no, inflation could do 53, no, now to cement 150. Now, and the NDC, no, the same cement, you are buying it 106. This is an example we are making. It means to say, what may almost 50 Ghana cedis and free so with that reduction in inflation. It is so big radio so catch say inflation conform na nyaman conform onim say the all can enya no cre obi to say miracle abuaje. He knows that this statement he's making, it is misleading, it is a lie. But onim say MPP for no do na Jimmy onim say okan sa track keka obi wa oti Angel FM onti ase obi wa oti Isra FM kwamna sante oman kwamna sante onti ase yeah enchire boto on etu an nufu gute busi on to me calculation obi ono a political journalist ono politician the head no law school okopa MP disi atia Paul Ademochre ono ya body dua esi ohonhon enti obewu. These people deliberately they lie to you people, but these are the facts. Intended also change the inflation due and the price of cement no above from but anka who expect this about do 60s. It has not work like that. It's always what a government needs to do. They say, do your best to drop the inflation. Even though the prices are not going to drop 1,000%, you are going to see a significant reduction in the prices of goods and services. And that is what we have been talking about. You will see a reduction in everything. It's when there. Or because of TV Swan. Or because we are not going to say, this guy is a political jobbers. What could you operate as a girl? Anything about me relegating? Is it on your is it the catch about me and say, Mama can't say Ghana for say Omo relegating a good G. Says our title on the you would demand. We Baumia campaign communications director. On him says I will give as I will give you best. Inti Baumiam's okay. Title the yank and was them. The Siano, a human away the Jeffrey Sim. Yabama a yadi equiamo one aye. The Siano, would ye, what he was so. Israel Femina de core, none of Kurana Copreso. Now, a back Baumia campaign, your customer Baumia campaign and Casadia. In the Siano, on Bessay because he had the title or the number of the girls we yes, our poor fool. Okoye MC, the coup for the Pamon, Okoyeska. Tabwe, Mumutan say, the letter, the dismissal letter, they throw so. Come for. Well, come for, and kind of crack. I'm going where you for, Mamma. I'm going to say, I'm saying to the crack, say, and to my Bauniana. Now, the Siano story about that. Musa Dankwa says we are doing well with a high chance of winning, but I reject his poll results. He is clearly doing settings. Wait, yes, your friend Kennedy Jato, NPP chairman, Kpandai. And they are sorry, now Musa Dankwa mo akoye what we call polls. Ewa Kpandai. Emma polls say clearly. Say a year MPP candidate now or your current MP no on na ALD a year Kpandai polls no. Chairman of Kpandai na o lead the MPP campaign say I Musa Dankwa polls now in a settings. You see, I'm going to be MPP before. Mumpeni for no mudi money no. To do ne Jimmy, I'm smart. I know they are trying everything possible not to credit Musa Dankwa or at the end of the endorse the credibility because of the things they've said in the past against Musa Dankwa. It is very difficult for them to say, okay, this is positive news for us. We are going to work on it to win the elections. Because party movement is waging, everything is a banter. Now, one of the best or greatest posters Ghana you've ever had, Musa Dankwa. Now, upon all the insults and everything, or the emotions are on chain, I invested in Kpandai Rerun. And Wakasabo candidate is in lead, is in the lead. He is going to win. Samobo Mujuma Ye, Mujuma Ye, or the numbers are back. All that you do is acknowledge it and move on. But Chairman, we LGBT. Oh, yeah, Yati, hey, Musa Dankwa, yes, settings. The party, no, they are so petty to the point they say, oh, Penino or Food Junior, I saw dying. I want to be considered post or Penino. Now, I want to advise the NPP. Yeah? The same way NDC for doing so better win the seat, you people can equally win the seat. Nobody can write you off. When we need seat with that, NDC win the seat with that. To be very honest with you, when you seat with NDC for, if you go into Kpandai, that's a NPP winner, it is not going to be a shocker. But if you go Kpandai, na NDC winner, it is going to be a shocker. Why? Because you people should show some kind of anger. Show you are hungry. You people should show, say, you are a party that is selling a new message. You people should show, say, the seat, you legitimately won it. And this election, NDC has enough numbers. And I don't think it will cause any chaos in the NDC camp if they lose the elections. But it is going to cause a lot of cracks in your party if you lose the seat, because then it will clearly show, say, a party now, you cannot hold on to anything again. As I sit here, I have not written NPP off when it comes to Kpandai elections. No. And NDC is a very strong contender. You can also underestimate the NDC, because now, they believe, say, see to any idea, the way and manner we are working at Ghana for the NDC, they are seeing this seat as an extra. And they say, what watching I got in here to me so. And they say, now, video be a boy say, Ghana, will be a cassette, my fine. And they say, what watching, no, I can watch it right, I'll be fine. And then NDC for you. I just said, I'm not to be an area, and I'm going to tell you, oh, yeah, fine, Kakre. I'm going to account, now, on my day, how much must say, they can develop the whole Ghana. They can also develop Kpandai. At this point, between the NDC and MPP, the NPP should be more hungrier. If on the day of the elections, now I say MPP winning, I will not be shocked. I will not be shocked. But I didn't mention about NPP, NDC winning, I will be shocked. I will be shocked because when your boy Kutamo, you believe who we need elections, no? We believe candidates, no, we need. All that you need to do is go back and tell the same people who voted for your candidate to come out in their numbers and vote. The NDC to believe we need elections, no? So they also need to carve their message. But for now, no, who needs the seat? Who needs the seat? The NDC or the NPP? The question here is, Kpandai seat, between the NDC and the NPP, who needs it? Who needs the seat? The people are about Kpandai, They are looking around. They are watching our shows. They are seeing it on TikTok. A Juma Jomahama around the nation. 2024. Some of them were in doubt. Said Jomahama betumaba. Maybe Jomahama to ma. Maybe and some of our Miakano. Maybe I will try and survive a JD into my MPP. Right now, the MPP have a challenge. The challenge now is that Oma no more doubted Jomahama and NDC for some better to Ghana when they come. 1 year when maybe they are also asking themselves. Say Teltico NDC. No matter you around Ghana, they are also asking themselves. Is the NDC going to be in power for 12 years? Not much power for 12 years, sir. And they are saying because we have a fine opportunity to let the NDC come and fix our roads. We have a fine opportunity for NDC to also, our MP to go to John Mahama in Accra and bring goodies. And they are thinking, now, rational human being will be it is up to you, the MPP, to intensify your campaign. It's up to you, the MPP, to send the Kufuano, to send Kufo, to send Bawumia and his sheep. You have to send your party girls to Kpandai to go and convince Ghana for say, this is the time you are supposed to take Kenofurata with you to Kpandai. To prove to Kpandai for say, we are not defending a criminal. Kenofurata did not steal from you. Kenofurata did not take your money. He did not steal from you. Some development. This is the time the MPP needs to go bring Kenofurata to come to Kpandai and say, the NDC I am not a thief. The party is a party of credibility. You people need to be doing this. This is what you have to be doing now. A whole man. This is just a pollster. How can you focus and put a party together? Your polls. He's a poster. He is telling you what he's seen. Now, much part of not pride, I say, you find it so difficult to accept to say, Obi ya bibi ubaja to know what was no. Now, a whole party chairman. Now, you say the young people in Kpandai, Sebio, Omo School, no Mama School Kakra. The thing they are seeing at Insawum, I'm a saman. The kind of development they are seeing, Ghana being under construction. Oje said, Kpandai so under construction, come up. They are listening, they are watching. What message are you giving them? Your current MP, or parliamentar, 87-year almost parliament AGB, they are not to be able to. The NDC is not leaving power now. They are determined to be in power for the next 40 years. In this Odu Kpandai, then they will do 80 years. The next 18 years or even 30 years, no one is saying. That person is asking himself. That person is asking herself. So this is the time for you, the MPP, to tell the person, say, in fact, Abana to 2024, no, I also trust the same about message ban and Bodeko. A big push, no, Kpandai. They are waiting. And you see, Kpandai 4 is so smart to say, oh my God, they are not speaking. So study conversation. You don't get a lot of people from Kpandai speaking that much. They are watching. And the interesting thing is say, social media and the internet, they are able to see what John Mahama and the NDC are doing now. So they are asking themselves questions. Are we going to follow the NPP and stay the same way? Because for 8 years we were with the NPP. What actually happened? Now we are seeing some things happening in Ghana. Do we want to be part of Big Push? John Mahama is a northerner like us. He has promised that he's going to open a lot of things here. He's going to construct the road. Are we going to follow a party that we don't even know what they want to do tomorrow? Because Obi Kpandai is your Kennedy fashion, your Baobia fashion. Who should I follow? When are you going to resolve the Kennedy Baobia fashion? You are never going to resolve it. In Obi Kpandai is said, how do I follow a party that does not even have a head? And the MPP as a political party, where is your national chairman? Where is your national chairman? It's the Unya Salakau, the two freeway. Who is he going to be able to convince? But the NDC can bring the national chairman and tell them, say, take my word as a national chairman. I will make sure the president will come here and do this for you. They will have to trust the person. Because over with the ACC, today when they go on TikTok, they go everywhere. They see the development happening in Ghana. It means I'm like that. Now I'm sorry. Now I'm just say NPP winner. I will not be shocked. You people need to prove to us to say you are still a political party. After all, it's your own seat. After all, you say you want it legal. After all, what did he say? Who we need with over 3,000 votes? Then show us that in 2024, who we need Ankasa. The NDC, almost say you're more fine keke. And they are willing, they are ready. Right now, they are so poised. Say any constituency, Obi Obenaju say he wants Ghana to move forward. Yeah, Omuya support. The NDC will come and give that support. After all, at least we know it from the president. No matter what kind of 1 year, no, you would the president in there by way. There are people in Kpandai. If I open the phone lines tonight, now we can check Kpandai for some of you'll be shocked. You will be shocked. Time on Abuja Parliament, and then we yeah, pass the budget. Yeah, they go a quite of Kpandai. Must say, you don't want to take part. Now you pass the budget. Yeah, this is Kpandai Hospital of Kpandai. You say you didn't want to take part. Now you pass the budget. Yeah, Tom Sikaja a pay for. You go see hospitals, clinics, Kpandai. You people say you didn't want to take part. Yeah, pass the budget. Yeah, they go see school of Kpandai. I'm on Korean school, Papa Watsana. You people were in parliament. You said you didn't want to do it. So what are you going to go tell them? They sent you people to parliament to go and make sure, say, needs, you know. But you go to parliament, it has become a selfish thing. You don't even care about them. Kpandai forced 87 of you to go and sit in for them. What did you go and do? Today, let me tell the people of Kpandai something. The people of Kpandai, let me tell you something. The 87 MPs in parliament. Let me tell you. Afenyomakin, who is leading your MPs in parliament, the people of Kpandai, is looking out for himself. The people in parliament, the accounts in parliament, in the MPP, they are thinking about their constituency. They don't care what you people will get. They don't care. You were in Kpandai and you heard that Asensu Boakye wrote a letter to the president that why is he bringing express road to his constituency? He said they don't want it. The people of Kpandai, if the MPP wins, I will not be surprised. It will be a shocker if MPP is not able to win this Kpandai seat. It will be a great shocker. Now, the question here is, who are Kpandai? Why are you voting? What are you voting for? Is it for school? Is it for water? Is it for good road? Is it for good hospital? What? Why are you going to vote? You should have a reason. Now, if you are going to vote for water, if you are going to vote for schools, if you are going to vote for good roads, if you are going to vote for programs, policies that will help the youth to get jobs, the question is, which of the MPs can bring that to Kpandai? It's simple. It's simple. Politics, na a politics of interest. After your marking, when you scale the code chrome, after your marking and the rest of the MPP MPs, nobody will make money and bring it to Kpandai and construct a clinic there for you. They are not going to do it. Because on the tika and the chrono film no person maintaining the seat. The question here is your MP now person to Abama is the person who you want to lead you. And let me tell you, let nobody lie to you people of Kpandai. The NDC is not leaving power in 2028. Don't let anybody lie to you. So if you're going to vote for the NPP, you have to understand, say, at least for the next 32 years here, you are going to have an MPP MP. That is what you are doing. Now, ask yourself, say, the next 32 years, say, NDC no power. What can an MPP MP do for you? It's a simple question. He's not going to bring anything home. Nothing. As much as I want MPP to win the seat, the MPP winning seat now, it is going to sink Kpandai more. Yes. Now, this current MP, how influential was he in the Kufuor government? This current MP, that was the end. How influential was he and the Kufuor government? Did you check some of the MPs in the Kufuor government when the Kufuor was in power? Did you check some of them? How influential? Anka Enya Kpandai issue whereby Anka 99% of Ghanaians did not even know who the MP of Kpandai is. It should tell you something if you are in Kpandai. It should tell you something. That alone should tell you. If you're an elder, you're a chief in Kpandai, you are thinking about the generation. Just ask yourself. So can that Kpandai rerun where Anka? How many Ghanaians even know that name you have mentioned? Now the issue here is, it's about who is going to bring something home. It's not about who went to the event. It's not about beautiful football that you played. It's not about how beautiful your jersey looks. It's about, did you get the 3 points? Did Kpandai people get what they need? Did they get the water? Who is going to give it to them? Who is going to listen to them? Are they going to get the hospital? Who is going to listen to them? Who is going to give to them? Are they going to get the good roads? And I know now the majority of you, what's your kankasa kakra? You see, akoka obey uni, onena ori abebestre. You see, nenchia obey ne maameno. Onena sibiu isukomba unya Johnson. See, nenchia the bar obey ne maameno. See, you do desert to suna in sunwa onena Johnson. Ne maameno enya kura in sunwa. That is what I am telling you. So this is not about I am here. It is about what you are going to get. That is politics. Asante for MPs no more parliament no. Omo ye dede a ye kosi kejeti ama omo no. Omo ye dede ene ye kosi eye de ba aferima omo. Eye dede we interest when omo interest in to parliament o. Enzema for omo interest in to parliament. Infante for omo interest. Na wo Kpandai